Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your June 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. We're going to jump right in and see what the runes have to say for you guys for June 2015. Also, I am reminding everybody, now can be a good time because we're halfway through the year to go back and re-watch the yearly overviews I posted in January. Because it can kind of just let you, you know, see where you are with the energies and what may be coming up the second half of the year. And to get to that, just go to my channel and tap the videos tab and, you know, or the playlist tab, and then you can, all my videos are in a playlist and you can kind of go through and find them there. Also, on these monthly overviews, I do encourage you to watch the video for your rising sign as well, because that can clarify some things that may seem a little vague for you in this sun sign reading, or to find out other areas of life that you may be encountering some things happening in June. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you and to answer your specific questions is to schedule an appointment with me. I do live readings on Skype. It's $65 for a 30-minute session. Drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you want to set up an appointment. If you're on a mobile device or cell phone, you just have to tap the little arrow beneath this video and that will open the details section. Just copy my email address and change the word @ to the @ symbol to email me. You'll have to change it. I did have it as a link, but several people let me know that it was flashing a warning on the YouTube app that my email address was a phishing site or spamming site or some damn thing. I don't know. So I checked it and it did it to me too. It's like telling me my own email address is a scamming website. So I apologize for those of you who tried to email me if you got that warning. I went back and forth with YouTube for days about that. They claim it's not them, but I find it hard to believe that everyone's getting it and only in their app, but whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to deactivate the link. I apologize. I know that's convenient, but I don't want to scare anyone and alarm anyone. Also, there's still a few days to sign up for the online rune class. You have until noon, May 28th. Contact me if you want to get on the roster for that. Finally, Virgo. Sorry, had a lot of housekeeping. But let's jump in and see what June holds. See what your focus is going to be. Okay, you got the Fool too. Taurus just got the Fool. The Fool's a great card, especially when it comes up next to Fehu, which is the money rune. So a lot of you are starting out on a new beginning with job or looking to do that in June. Now, some of you may have started the interview process in May, but maybe it got bogged down with Mercury retrograde. Mercury does turn direct, I believe, on June 11th. So if you interviewed for something, you've been waiting to hear back, waiting for an offer, yeah, that's the only really obstacle I see. But some of you may find out that something that started during the Mercury retrograde, you find out that they were hiding something about the job. Maybe they're, you know, a responsibility, something that you would be in charge of that you weren't really wanting to do. Maybe they kept the salary hidden from you. So yeah, for those of you who ask pertinent questions if you're going on job interviews in June, make sure you find out, you know, what's, you know, there's a certain point where you discuss salary. You know, I normally, I believe it's after an offer is made to you, but definitely negotiate. And that may be, you may find out it's like, wow, you're only paying this much for this. You may have been really excited about it, but at first, but then you find out this, oh, no. A lot of you, I just feel like there's a delay. You may have to be a little bit patient until Mercury goes direct to hear back. So, but I do feel like for most of you, this is a done deal. I feel like the interview went well. They like you. It seems like if you've been on an interview, you have really good rapport. It went very well. Some of you may just be getting a raise, a promotion. You know, not all of you will be changing jobs. This could be within the same company, but yeah, just make sure you know what all is entailed. What all is coming up. Those of you who haven't heard something from a job you really wanted or about a position you really wanted, go ahead and ping somebody, email them or leave them a voicemail message and just say, hey, just checking in. I wanted to make sure you didn't forget me, because people can kind of with a Mercury retrograde, wires can get crossed, things can happen, mistakes can be made. So yeah, just maybe drop someone a message. Remind them how awesome you are, particularly when it comes to job and work. Some of you may be going on a trip with some friends and family, because the Fool card can also mean trips. Some of you may be getting a new pet, because I told that to Taurus too. Some of you may be buying an expensive pet. You may be getting some kind of brand name dog or cat or furry friend. And so yeah, it may be because the kids want, I want this kind of dog, or I want this kind of cat. Just make sure that you check into that. Make sure you get all of the necessary, like find out what conditions they're in. Make sure you're going to a reputable breeder who, treats animals in a respectful way and doesn't, no puppy mills or anything like that. So yeah, but a lot of you may just be going or planning a nice trip, for the family. And that could be how this works too. You may find out, oh, somebody forgot to book an extra night at the hotel, or we need you. So yeah, confirm everything before you go, because it seems like there may be something that's hidden, or there may be a hidden cost that you didn't know about, or just an obstacle you have to get worked out before you can go. Okay, now this Knight of Cups in reverse is coming up again, and I think that he came up for you last month, Virgo. Maybe it wasn't you, I'm not sure. I do these all in a row, so sometimes I get it confused. Knight of Cups is normally a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. In the reverse, he's normally kind of, like I always say, the quintessential goth or emo kid. He's the one that's always kind of maudlin or morose. Probably spends a lot of time alone in his room, writing poetry. Watching sad movies, writing song lyrics, playing sad songs on the guitar, listening to depressing music. Yeah, and the Knight is normally a younger, a kid, a teenager, or somebody in his early 20s, early to mid 20s. So for some of you, this could be your son. It could be a relative that, maybe your sister, it's your nephew, and your sister's having problems with this kid. I feel like, though, for a lot of you, this is somebody who's gonna, he's gonna come to you for advice, or you may be sending someone to therapy. You may be saying, I need you to, you're scaring me because you're depressed. Maybe he really is depressed. Maybe it's more than just, a status thing, or more than just a teenage angst phase. Maybe this is, a young guy who's dealing with really depression and needs to talk to someone, because you have the Anzu's, the advice rune, coming up. So yeah, this could be someone who really could do well talking to somebody. Maybe, either you give him good advice, or you tell him, look, I want you to talk to somebody outside the situation. Maybe I'm too close to it. Or maybe that's the advice you give to your friend or whoever is maybe dealing with a young person having problems like this. Now, for some of you, it could be you're going to start working with teens, or working with people who have issues like that. Maybe you are going into psychiatry or psychotherapy. Maybe you finished your degree and now you've got a job, or you're starting to do this, and you are gonna be the one dispensing wisdom, giving advice, helping kids through this. You may also be teaching. This could be a student. Those of you who are teachers or going into teaching, you may be dealing with this guy, and you may be a little concerned about him because maybe he is exhibiting behavior that scares you a little bit, or concerns you at the very least. So you may be talking to his parents, recommending, that something be done about this, or that maybe they should consider therapy, or some sort of help for this guy. So the help that's going to be available here in June for Virgo, you have the Star, and the Star has to do with wish fulfillment. But it can also mean healing. It can also have to do with, you know, coming out of a troubled situation, and it's going to be a process, this healing process, but you're feeling positive about it. Now, for some of you, you may be, it could be that there's some, I'm feeling like they're showing me like a nearby body of water, because if you look at the star card, you know, this is the star is associated with Aquarius. So that's the water bearer, and she's pouring her water into a pond, a lake. Excuse me. So yeah, I feel like some of you may be going to a destination near water, or some of you may have one near your home, or maybe looking to move. And where you decide to move is near water. And that just calls to you for some reason. You love the view, or it may be the view of the water that makes you decide to purchase a home. It really has a healing energy there, a really positive vibe for you. And some of you, this could just be saying that you're going to find your dream home in June if you're looking to move. Some of you may be spending time with family. You may be, you know, again, with children, you know, just spending time, quality time together, and talking about things that need to be talked about that maybe haven't been talked about in a while. But yeah, this talks about a process. So a process of healing, and it may involve family or the purchase of property near water, or traveling to a place near water and just rejuvenating yourself. Going to be a big help to you. And what can't be changed about June is if you've been kind of down in the dumps, Virgo, because Queen of Pentacles, she's coming up in the reverse. So this could be you, because you are an earth sign, but it's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn woman. In the reverse, she's kind of the more, the darker side. So this could be, for earth signs, it could be somebody who is, she's the woman who is, expects someone else to take care of her financially. So, I mean, this doesn't have to be you. This could be another earth sign that you know. Could be a family member who is now having to kind of make her own way, because maybe she's going through a divorce, or, you know, she's always kind of had an easy ride, and now she's like coming out of that and doesn't know what to do, because, you know, she's always been taken care of in the past. Those of you, if it's you that you just, I feel like if it's you, if you're coming out of a phase where, oh my God, I do have to get a job, or I have to work for the first time, I've been a housewife, or, you know, you may feel like I don't know what I want to do, but there's a new beginning right around the corner, and you may even find it in June. And for a lot of you, it may have to do with working with children, working with teaching in some way, or counseling, or volunteering. Some of you may be volunteering time to kind of, your time to working with children to kind of get back in the swing of things. But I feel like for most of you, this is not you. This is someone else who is, you know, having to start anew, and is kind of a fish out of water in a new situation. But if you've been just kind of depressed, concerned about money, concerned that, you know, you'll not be able to make enough to support your family, to get your home, to take this trip, I feel like with Bjork here, you don't have anything to worry about, because it does seem like, you know, there's a new beginning coming in that's gonna pay for that. So a new job. There could be a new guy on the horizon for those of you who are single and looking. So, and he could be a Taurus, actually, because this is the rune associated with Taurus. So, and that's generally a good match, Virgo and Taurus. You get each other. You're both earth sign. You both generally want stability. You both value the same things. So, and yeah, somebody else coming in that you could partner up with would also, you know, alleviate the strain on you financially, Virgo. So some of you may have this guy around. Maybe this is somebody that you're seeing. For some of you, it could be somebody associated with a family member, a friend of a family member. Maybe a family member wants to set you up. Maybe you have a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus family member who wants to set you up with somebody and you're like, oh my God, I don't, you know, she has terrible taste. Or you're kind of seeing her in reverse, like, oh God, no, she doesn't know what I want, or she'll never get it right. But this time she just might. So those of you single and looking, I would definitely, you know, maybe she will get it right this time. You know, give it a shot anyway. It could be worth your time. It could be worth your time from what I'm seeing here. By the end of June, yeah, I think a lot of you are going to be on vacation. With the Eight of Pentacles reversed, I mean, you know, you may be taking a break. Those of you starting a new job, if that's what how this is working out for you, I feel like you'll take a little break in between and just really enjoy yourself. Maybe you're doing both. You're ending one job, going to start a new one, but you're taking a little vacation in between, and good for you, because I feel like you're just going to be tired. You're going to be worn out. Some of you may have just completed a project at work that was very taxing, very straining. Required a lot of attention to detail, which of course is your forte, but I mean, you're just worn out, you need a break, or again, you're sick of that work situation, you're wanting this new job, you're wanting this promotion, you're wanting to get out of whatever you're doing, because it seems, you're good at it and you can do it, you can excel at it, that's not a problem, it's just, I think you're bored with it, you're just tired of it. Maybe you've done it for a long time, maybe 8 years. Or 8 months, and that's been enough. But with Wunyo here, you're gonna be very excited to kind of leave whatever this is behind. Some of you may be graduating, because again, this is going back to, you know, getting your certification, starting teaching. This can be, you know, finally, you know, you're done with this phase. You're done, and maybe it took you 8 years to get this degree, or to finally, you know, be free of all of that. And it was quite an undertaking. So, and maybe there at the end, there was a mad dash with finals and tests and things like that, exams, and you're just beat. So for those of you who can, June is a good month to, you know, make those changes you're wanting to make. Definitely just, again, ask those questions about hidden things that you don't know, if things kind of come out of the woodwork. You know, they're probably coming out of the woodwork to give you a heads up. I don't know that, yeah, I feel like what they're saying here is that, you know, it's not to kind of scare you away from this job, because I feel like whatever this is, whether it's a promotion or a new job, it's the right one. It's just you need to ask the right questions so that you're not kind of, you know, have something thrown on you out of the blue that you didn't know about. So it was just surprised. Or yeah, sidelined in some way by something, and like, oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, make sure you have all the information before you start talking salary, or definitely before you take a job offer, because you want to make sure you know what's going to be expected of you, and how much time is going to be expected of you, what the hours are, you know, all of that stuff. So, but it ends on a happy note, June. With the Rune of Joy, it doesn't get much better than that, Virgo. So good luck with that. I do think by the end of June, however it starts out, you're going to end it in a very good mood, very happy with your accomplishments, and very happy to be moving on to something new that you're excited about. So good luck with that. I'll see you back here in July.